Okay, so starting off, I decided instead of writing out my explanation that I would talk it out because I'm very auditory like that, and I think it's just helpful for me, but for also the audience as well. And so today I created my class poster, which is my class rules, and basically it is a star theme. So the students are rock stars in my classroom, and basically I'm just going to be going through each of the 10 rules that I have in my classroom and why they are necessary for student success. So the first rule I have is be prepared. So this means that students come in with any materials and any worksheets or just general classroom resources that they need to be successful. Not only will this be helpful for them because they'll be knowing what they need in terms of what they'll be doing throughout the day, but also socially they will be prepared because they're not going to be bugging their friend um, to ask them for a pencil and that kind of thing. The second rule is follow directions. So students obviously they need to follow directions because if they don't follow directions they'll be lost and they'll continuously ask their peers, which causes that social conflict. My third rule is be thoughtful and courteous of those around you. This is just my personal preference and something I want to instill in my own students is to be thoughtful and to care for those around you and to be aware of others around you. I think that's very important. And then work hard. I personally think that students who work hard will get the most out of my class. And so if students know that they are supposed to be working hard, they'll know what they're doing at all times, most likely. And then that comes into the social aspect is that all students are working hard. The fifth rule is be respectful, and that kind of goes into the courteous aspect of this, but students who are respectful will typically just be generally caring, and it will promote a classroom that is social. So I think that's important to have a conversation with students throughout the school year is what is respect, especially with little kids, and then kind of going through that as the year progresses. And then 6 is be safe. If situations do occur, obviously I will have procedures set in place for those, but just being calm and promoting a self-awareness and a safe body is very important for not only the social aspect but the physical aspect as well. 7, always raise your hand. If students have a question, they'll know that they're supposed to raise their hand during general instruction or whenever necessary. And then 8 is make mistakes but learn from them, so don't be lazy. I often think that it's okay to make mistakes, but you shouldn't just get away with it. I think as long as students are actively trying to fix their mistakes, that means that they're learning, and that means that they're improving their physical environment and their relationships with their peers as well, because they do make mistakes with their peers. And I think as long as they're going out of their way to fix these mistakes, that they are a star student. 9 is take responsibility for their actions. So this kind of goes into consequences, which I'll talk about later. But obviously, it's if you make a poor decision or a poor action, there's going to be a poor consequence to come with it. And the rule of my classroom is to take responsibility for the action, no matter how hard it may be. And that kind of goes into more of the physical aspect, but it also can go into social relationships as well, and taking responsibility for how you treat another peer. Lastly is 10, have fun, and you can be a rock star too. So I have a couple pictures of a couple rock stars there. But basically those are my class rules to student stardom. I hope that kind of explains it. I'm a little sick here. That's why I sound all froggy, but yeah. So, all right. Thank you so much.